just over $6 million. That's what the February update told investors. The real figure was $12,500. The company was Metigy. It sold digital marketing software to small businesses, marketed, in the regulator's words, as using artificial intelligence. Its customers were the businesses least able to afford a marketing team. Corner shops, trades, one-person operations with no margin. Its founder was David Fairfull, a former managing partner at the agency We Are Social. He knew how to sell a story. Then the pandemic arrived. Every small business in the country went online overnight, whether it wanted to or not. Fairfull told a trade publication in 2021 that the timing was perfect. Suddenly, digital marketing was a hot topic, he said. It just became paramount that every SME becomes good at digital marketing. So timing is great, and it accelerated for us. The timing was real. The growth wasn't. The revenue figures investors were shown had been made up from the first deck. Start with the very first pitch deck from 2018, before any of the big money arrived. One line on it does everything. The deck claimed $1.2 million of revenue for the 2018 financial year. The court found the real figure was under $12,000. Not a rounding error, a different universe. Numbers like that did their work. 3 raisings between October 2018 and October 2020 brought in about $23 million. The money came from names that matter in Australian venture capital: Signet Capital, Regal Funds Management, OC Funds, 5V, Thorney. They were given financial information about the company's performance. What they weren't given was the truth. The paperwork looked the same. The judge would later say he forged banking documentation to induce others to invest. That's her wording, not ours. Here's what turns a lie into a pattern. Each raise needed a bigger number than the one before it. May 2020. Fairfull gave Signet Capital updated figures, putting the company's revenue for that month at $750,000. The true figure for that month was $1,083. Same company, same month, same set of books. That isn't an exaggerated number. It's a replacement for one. And it kept working, raise after raise. The same year, he represented full-year revenue as $5 million. No true counterpart for that one has ever been published. Then February 2021. This is the update that gives the story its number. Read it slowly. Total net revenue for the second half of 2020. The update put it at $6,160,000. It was $12,522, $12,500 against $6.16 million, nearly 500 times. That's the distance between what the investors read and what the company had actually earned. The same update put January's revenue at $1.5 million. The real number was 2,000 and change. By late 2021, the company was reported to be shown around at $1 billion valuation. Supposedly is the word the reporting uses. That November, he did the second of the 2 things he'd go to prison for. He used his position as a director to have Metigy lend him $7.7 million. Not stolen, lent by the company to the man running it. It bought a 6-bedroom house in Mosman and a rural property at Kangaroo Valley. The judge called them residential luxury properties, and the loan a substantial personal benefit. She also noted he knew exactly what the company's finances looked like when he did it. 8 months later, the arithmetic ran out. It took one Friday. On Friday, the 29th of July, 2022, administrators took control of Metigy. 75 people lost their jobs. In total, investors paid just over $39 million. Regal Funds Management and 5V Capital were left owed millions. They were the people this was done to. Not one of those funds has been accused of anything, then or since. The corporate regulator investigated. The Commonwealth prosecutor took the case. Fairfull first appeared in court in November 2024. One outlet reported he was originally charged with 5 counts of making false and misleading statements. He was convicted on one. In November 2025, he pleaded guilty to that one count and to dishonestly using his position as a director. No trial. On the 19th of June this year, Justice Wendy Abraham handed down her sentence. 7 years and 6 months for the false statements, 3 for the director's loan, 18 months of it concurrent, 9 years. Non-parole, 5 years and 4 months. He was 58 at sentencing. He'll be well into his 60s before release is possible. The judge called his acts deliberate, premeditated, sophisticated, and rational. Dishonest acts, she said, designed for personal gain. She said the victims weren't only the people who lost their money. They extend, she said, to the investing public at large. Just over $39 million went in, on numbers that were never real. 9 years came out. The company is gone.